I'm Leslie's hand, and I just got a rip in her hand, and I thought I should just sing a little Christmas carol for you today. So, we wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas, and a Happy Hoot Year! Hoot Year!
Hajime!
Merry Christmas from Team Hoot. Here's my Team Hoot tree. Look, it's got nothing but Team Hoot ornaments. Remember that guy?
Hoot, 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 hoot. Hello! I'm an owl!
Man, I was excited to get back to training because 2 weeks off, that was exactly what I needed. So this week will be all about training. Here we go! When I'm feeling good, you can see my mic. Boop. I'm starting this whole idea back to I'd rather be 80% and healthy than 100% and hurt, because I was about 100% and very hurt mentally, and things were starting to hurt physically pretty bad too.
I'd rather be 80% healthy than 100% hurt.
I just had to modify some things, and it made everything feel a lot better.
Oh man, my shoulders were hurting. What did you do to help your shoulders?
That was kind of easy. Snatches?
Be gone with you.
No more snatches, because those hurt. So I stuck with hang cleans, and I'm going to keep them light, but move the bar fast. And so far, it felt a lot better. I do no more overhead pressing heavy, because that hurts too, so why do it? I also saw this drill online that I thought was pretty cool, and instead of pushing it straight up and lowering it like it hurts, you kind of push forward and up to it, and it felt a whole hell of a lot better, and I'm keeping those in there. So still, just like all you guys, I find things online too, and I'm still learning and adding things to my workout arsenal. So that was pretty neat. I really enjoyed it, and it didn't hurt at all. I paired those with some shoulder mobility exercises because my shoulders are tight, and they always have been. So we're gonna start getting back onto those drills as well. And since my back has been hurting from doing squats at over 300 pounds, I'm doing single leg things to keep load off my back. Let's see how that goes. So far, so good. Not used to split squats though. Tuesday I went and vaulted with Caroline. I was a little overzealous on Monday, so my legs went pretty fast. So I stayed at 4 lefts, and the whole idea was to try and be completely inverted while the pole was still bent and initiate that turn. Kind of sweet. And kind of like I was talking about last week with the penguining, I had this idea that instead of feeling like the pole comes straight down, that actually if you try and push it into your right quad, like almost like a swimming motion, it actually initiates the turn a lot sooner. Granted, it doesn't do it right away, and if you can see the video it doesn't, but it sure helped my turn out a lot sooner. So I felt like I was onto something. I call it penguining. Just because penguins kind of do this.
This is my penguin face.
Tuesday was also my birthday and me and Carrie's 2-year anniversary.
But Shawn, you asked Carrie out on your birthday?
I sure did, and it was the best present I've ever gotten.
Aww. Or maybe it was a clever way to remember our anniversary. Smart guy.
Our presents were almost exactly the same. 2-year anniversary present. Squish is excited, right, Squish?
Does he already know what it is?
Squish, are you excited? What did Mom put on you?
Hoot, hoot.
So that's how that happened. Wednesday, I had a recovery day. I got asked a lot in the last week.
Hey Shawn, what kind of workouts can I do over Christmas? I don't want to lose anything that I've got.
If you have a door or something to hang on, here is one that you can do. You can just, it's a high bar ab routine. I did it twice. The first time with 20-pound weights on my ankles. Way too heavy for some of the exercises. Some of them were good, some of them way too heavy. See that? 20 pounds. It's too much for my ankles. These aren't happening.
Do it.
Okay, no ankle weights for those. Jesus. The second one, I use these carpet sliders to move furniture, but you can just grab like pieces of paper out of a magazine, just rip a page out, and it slides on carpet just like those things do.
Dead bugs.
Dead bugs. Dead bugs. So here's your Christmas workout. Try it a couple times a week. I only need it for 2 days because I can get into a place to work out the other 2. But yeah, give that a go. You're welcome.
Merry Christmas.
A little higher.
You try it.
A little higher.
Thursday I vaulted with Steve. I felt pretty good.
Because I just did recovery day the day before. That's what recovery days do.
I got back to 6 lefts and it just wasn't working. Like I couldn't get under the pole like I wanted to. And it was frustrating. Like I was on huge poles, but couldn't get them to just like fire me in the right direction. And it just reminded me of Milrose. So Steve's like, well, you haven't swung the last like 4 of them up, so let's just go back to 4 and do like 2 jumps, and we'll call it a day. You know, just to get your brain happy and get you upside down again. And this what ended up happening is I jumped for another hour after we went to 4. So I jumped for like 2.5 hours that day. But Steve reminded me of some very important cues I was doing last year that was making me jump really high. And that was once I hit the takeoff, open up the pole, and then throw them onto my quads. People have been telling me that doesn't work. And you know what? To those people, I'm sorry, it did work. And it has been working. And as soon as I went back to it, those 4 left poles were small. And that penguining cue worked even better. So again, I'm going to stick with the Shawn Francis model, which is part Shawn Francis, part Steve White, part Caroline White, and part Stevie Keller, and we're making my own model because the goal is to jump higher, not necessarily look pretty doing it. But if you jump high, you look pretty. And again, the best way I've ever heard it put is models are only good for the people they're named after, and I'm going to name my own model. Yeah, I was pretty jacked about it, and I can't wait to try it again the week of the 5th when I get to vault again.
I can't wait to do it from 6 and try it and see if it works.
And then Friday we did some longer sprints, like 70s into a 10-meter like speed trap, and I was so close to running 10 meters per second. I ran 1.01.
I was 100th of a second off from running 10 meters per second.
Then we added plyos and hurdle hops, weights, and again we did, instead of doing like big heavy squats, I did heavy step-ups instead, and my back was a lot happier because of it. And I've never done step-ups that heavy, but I really actually enjoyed it and felt good. So bam. And then Saturday I did some tempo runs on the treadmill because I don't have a track that's long enough to do 150s and 200s. Yeah, put the incline up really high and then ran on it.
Alright, I'm sorry to say this is the last vlog of the year.
I might make one Shawn Francis vlog if I find some time. But I have to figure out how to make a year in review vlog or video that's up to par with last year's and the years before, because in my opinion those are my favorite vlogs. I will be spending the rest of the year trying to get that done, along with the website, which I'm going to be launching on New Year's. Also on the website, you'll be able to buy Team Hoot shirts for the first time. I will be bringing these to most of the meets I go to.
I think the front looks cool. Check out the back. are way softer than Mark Hollis's shirts, because Mark Hollis is like, they're the best shirts in the entire world. They're so soft. Well, mine are soft too, Mark.
Okay, they're probably equally as soft, but
I'm just sticking up for my shirts.
pretty excited about the website. There's a lot of cool stuff on there.
Like always, please subscribe, follow me on Instagram and Twitter at ShawnDangerHoot, and go buy stuff on Zazzle.com/ShawnDangerHoot. These shirts will not be on there, though, because I will be selling them from my room. This one right here, with all these crazy posters. And this guy.
Which, I don't exactly know what he is. A troll of some sorts?
Hello, I'm a troll, I'm a troll, I'm a troll, I'm a troll.
Yeah, I'll see you guys next year. Bye. Also, 'tis the season to reflect on your last year. I moved down to Minnesota, like I said earlier, without knowing where I was going to train and what I was going to do. My parents have been absolutely ridiculously supportive. Pretty much my mom is sponsoring me, and my dad's my workout partner. Yeah, like I said, you kind of reflect and you look back and you're thankful for all these people in your lives, and I don't think people tell people that
I'm messing cop drops. They're gonna make this vlog look like I'm on.
it's my way of telling the whole world, or 12 people who watch these vlogs, that my parents rock, and I don't know how many parents would let their 27-year-old son move back into the house with them so he can try and chase a pole vaulting dream.
Thanks, Mom. Thanks, Dad.